Hey folks, so I'm just going to show you this scratch and dent SaberForge Ahsoka. So let me get you. It's chrome, so it's a fingerprint magnet. But I want to try and take these off so you can see an honest view of the condition. Because sometimes with chrome, it's hard to tell what's a finger smudge and what's an actual scuff. So you know it's used, but it's in pretty good condition. Very sturdy saber, very comfortable to wield. Um, I've never dueled with this, but it's got a very deep inner diameter. Goes to about here, so talking at least 2.5, possibly 3 inches of blade depth. So it's going to secure a blade in there really well. You have 2 retention screws. There's one right up here, and then this serves as a second retention screw here. Here, and you can see it. It locks it right here on the side, which is nice. So you actually have one screw locking it this way and then the other one locking it perpendicular, which is the kind of pressure you want to put on the blade. You don't want them like this. It's better when they're at 45-degree angles locking the blade, because then it pushes it into one corner of the emitter. So if you're using like a thinner blade, like a standard wall neopixel blade, for example, it's not going to wobble as much when you have retention screws at 45-degree angles of each other. Anyway, bottom is power, top is aux. This is a 2-button setup. Okay, and cover tick wheel, fully operational, works just fine. I have worn this on my hip, even though I've not dueled with it. I have open carried it. So this is a little end cap. It can screw all the way in until it's flush with the back of the saber. Just dropped it on the ground real quick. So this will go in until it's flush with the back of the saber, and you want to make sure that it's always screwed all the way back in. And I'll show you why. Then this chassis is wired in there, right? But it will come out all the way enough to access all of the components that you need. There is the kill key right here. Okay, and then there's the micro USB port. It's a proffie board, and right underneath is your SD card. So what I usually do, since I've got chubby, stubby, old arthritic fingers, so a pair of needle nose pliers. That's your kill key. Goes back in. It doesn't need to be turned around in a certain way. You can just slide it back in gently. So I'm not gonna screw it all the way in because I want to show you why. So also beware, this saber is loud AF. This is a 28mm speaker. Not exactly sure where this speaker is from. I don't think it's a Smuggler's Outpost. I think it might be a TCSS or a KR speaker. But I asked Joe, the guy who installed it, and he doesn't remember exactly where the speaker came from. But He sort of used to buy them in bulk back when he did a lot of these kinds of installs. He's a great installer, by the way. I've got 3 sabers installed by this guy, and he does great installs.
Tell you what, I'll give you a merciful death.
You hear that rattle? That's because this isn't screwed all the way in. So this one's screwed all the way in. Alright, so once it's flush, no more rattling. You gotta make sure your blade's tight, and then get your second retention screw scooped in. You're ready to rock and roll. On these 2-button setups, hold down the aux and press power for color change. Right. Once you got the color you like, hold down the aux and tap power again. Aux is for blaster block, hold for lightning. For lightning block, you hold down the power and tap aux. For the force effect, hold down the power button.
I won't leave you. Not this time.
It's also got stab. Although my clash threshold is pretty high on this because it's so loud. There we go. It's got melt. So yeah, that's and this was compiled on proffie OS 5.9, so it does have gesture controls. I can basically turn on whatever gesture controls you want turned on the Saber's config. If you want like all the other ones turned on, like thrust on, stab, swing, twist, I can turn whatever gestures you want turned on. If you want battle mode turned on, I can turn that on. This can go into battle mode, but I don't have it set to go into battle mode when you turn it on. I have it set to go into just standard mode. But what happens on the way I have it configured now is that if you do a swing on, it goes into battle mode when you swing on. But if you just power it on with the power button,
tell you what, I'll give you a merciful death.
It'll go through the preon and no battle mode. And then usually the way I go into battle mode, if you want to go in, is I just swing it on. It sidesteps the preon, but you're now in battle mode. So that's the Saber. So yeah, the price is $300. It's firm. It does include PayPal fees and it does include shipping, so it's an all-in-one price. If you would like a blade, if you would like a blade, let me know. I'm sure we can work something out. I've got lots of blades, all varying sizes and varying qualities. So I'm sure we can work something out. All right. Thanks for watching, and may the force be with you. Take care.